Good evening, everybody. It's 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 1/28/2020. Hopefully everybody's doing great. If you look at the wallet for Apollo, basically I should say GitHub for the wallet and network production, and DEX, D-E-X, 2. They are progressing on it. So there was a mention in the first week of this coming month, which is starting in just a couple more days. They're going to have an update on DEX 2 for Apollo, which would be good. That is a full-blown DEX built into your wallet. With no KYC, no verification process. But keep in mind too, there's CEX coming out on February 15th. Is going to be awesome because it doesn't have KYC either for normal trades. Nice. Now, BTC at 93.31 surged up 2.58% for the last 24 hours. ETH at 211 up at 175. XRP at 1.41% up at 23. Look at that, almost 23.5. So when you look at Bitcoin and you look at the last 30 days, now keep in mind, the last 30 days is 2020. So in 2020, Bitcoin has started up on a nice run. Keep in mind, in 2019, it did the same thing. So when you are investing, you want to look at the long term, and what is happening is very positive for Bitcoin. Look at that nice upward click right there. Now, there are stories about sell walls of 500 million sell wall at 8,900, 9,000, and then, this would stop it from going up much. Guess what? It's not just that sell order, it's also the mind frame of 2019 to 2020. Goes up and then profit taking and then down again. So it does work against the bears quite a bit, but at the moment right now you are at 93.3386 for Bitcoin, and it's doing pretty good. Do I see a sell-off pretty soon? Sure do. That's just my personal opinion. Just the way it's been going until after the halving. And then you look at XRP. XRP for the last 30 days is on a nice little push-up. And you can see that right there. Now notice too that the volume is down a little bit from its peak here, but it's still gaining pricing. For that type of situation, you look at these valleys and you look in the up clicks. This is healthy, very healthy. So XRP's on a nice little run. And what's going to happen there? I'll have to wait and see. But keep in mind, Bitcoin has the dominance. When you have Bitcoin dominance, if Bitcoin takes a dive down because of profit taking, all ETH and XRP go with it. It's just down it goes. But we're going to have to watch it and see what happens. You've got social engagement through the roof for Bitcoin because it broke through $9,000. Guess what? There was massive social when it was up at almost $19,000 through $20,000. But it's good to see that there's more and more trending for Bitcoin. This bank claims, cryptos won't replace cash, but could be mainstream in 2 years. You better believe it, with China, and I wouldn't say India, but China, definitely, kicking butt on blockchain. And so are a lot of other countries. And you're going to see the digital solution come out for a lot of these people. No doubt about that. Apple plans to ship 80 million iPhone units in H1 2020. Coronavirus could disrupt the plans. Oh, it sure could. Because of what right now China's locked down. Do you think that this will get out? The shipping containers? Yeah, maybe. But what's going on in the factories? That's another whole thing right there. Coronavirus is going to cause a lot of disruption. There's no doubt about that. Unfortunately, BAYK sold 1,600% more Bitcoin. Build it and they will come. UK High Court orders freeze on 1 million of Bitcoin in ransomware case. This was a little interesting when I perused it. This was a firm, basically, on, let's see, okay. On January 17th, the UK High Court released documents concerning a ransomware attack in which over 1,000 computers of the insurance company were rendered unusable through the use of malware that encrypted files, making them inaccessible. These idiots paid a huge amount. I tell you, these server people that run these networks, my God, it's so easy. I'm in tech. It is so easy to back up your stuff on an hourly, minutely basis and then have it separate from the network in case of anything like this happens. But no, they don't do it. So they have to pay up the money. And they paid $950,000 worth of Bitcoin to decrypt the files. Now these hackers sent them an unlock after 24 hours of the clearance of the coins. And then they took and put the coins through Bitfinex. They made some money. And Bitfinex is working with authorities trying to track down what's what. But crazy, huh? They paid it, and they got an unlock code. And then, oh, look at that. This one decided to play games. Dubai is on the verge of launching tax-free cryptocurrency valley. We'll have to wait. Dubai is just a rush. There's no doubt about that. George Sebastio, excuse me. George Sebastio, who is on Apollo's team as a security advisor, is from Dubai. So, and it works with Huawei. Have I mentioned that lately? I think I have. So you've got that there. Then, let's go over here. You've got 2020 is a year of privacy. Oh, it sure is. Can we just say this is a great segue to Apollo? Apollo has a social platform coming that is an ecosystem of all the popular pieces of styles like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, eBay, Craigslist, whole kit and caboodle put into one place with pure privacy. You're going to see this coming up. A preview is coming up in February, and hopefully you'll see a piece of it start up in February, late February, early March. Now this is something that is, when you think about the privacy issues of Facebook, all the garbage going on with selling your privacy, yeah. In the social network of Apollos, you're going to have an easy place to go to one place and take care of your business for all different platforms. Super nice. Lawyers ramp up the pressure to exhume Quadriga's CEO's body. Guess what? DNA testing? And is it him or is it somebody else? The Indian government, one of the towns in India, did the death certificate for him. Did they get paid? Do you get my drift? You just don't know. So, exhume DNA and let's find out. Definitely. 2 men charged in Japan for allegedly stealing Bitcoin. Bastards. I'm just joking. Bitcoin theft is... I'm not going to read you that one. 2 guys in Japan just got busted for Bitcoin. Okay, a massive 500 Bitcoin sell order. Mention that. Yep. Okay, for the development. And then this great tweet by Gary Browning. Gary does a lot of great artwork. And if you go to Twitter and you search Apollo Currency, you'll see a lot of it. Or, of course, go to Gary Browning, at Gary Browning. Targeted institutional investors shortly with a 500 fund campaign push, which is what Steve said they were going to be doing. 15 full-time devs working on attainable vision with products that work together, support one another, and all part of an integral ecosystem that has not been done before. Apollo is moving. It surely is. And he's got this piece here, and down below, I like this one here with a train. Not bad. All aboard! When you have the DEX finished up, when you have the CEX coming, oh, that's a good segue. You've got the CEX mobile view, which you're going to see different options, the website, and they'll probably do a mobile version of the website that you can see on your phone. That'll be tough, and it'll maybe look a little bit like this. Then they're going to be having the Android and Apple apps, Windows Phone also. You're going to have the CEX of Apollos. And keep in mind this, Apollo is trusted 2+ years, has great all-in-one capabilities, signed the Lesotho MOU in Africa, along with a partnership with the ADF group in Africa. Super respected. And when you look at George Sebastio from Huawei, signing on with them, yeah, trusted. So you got all that coming. The website's going to describe all the new products coming out on the 7th. Yeah, just a week away, pretty much. Oh my God. Okay, the all-in-one since 2018. I've been talking about Apollo since then. Yeah, April. It's basically a very exciting product, and they, in 2018 to 2019, have the fastest network in the world, 1 to 2 seconds. Have the utmost privacy, which again is an option. It's not mandatory. I'm gonna have a coffee. So with the option, when you do this, and I mentioned in one of my videos, probably yesterday's or the day before, that when you take and send wallet to wallet, you have an option of going private, but you don't have to. It's a box you check off. So that's an option. People are spreading this crap that, oh, it's a private network, you won't be used by anybody if governments were shut. No. This is not the case. It's an optional piece. This is the case. All these features, the all-in-one. Yeah, hold on one second. Look at that graph. Not graph, look at that chart. And then see all those features. And I could zoom in for you if I wanted to right here. Yeah, I think I will. You can see all those features as I scroll slowly for you. And there's a lot more coming with the 9 new products they're announcing on the website that are going to be government-based for what they're doing in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. They got another meeting in Egypt coming up. On the 3rd meeting in Egypt coming up in the first week of this coming month of February. And that privacy aspect, they do have IP masking, coin shuffling, that just really kicks butt over the competition. And that's something that I think that when you look at what's coming for Apollo in the next 30 days, where Apollo is now and where they're going to be at the end of February, is going to be, that 30-day thing I showed you for Bitcoin and XRP, that's my prediction for Apollo. It is where it is now to where it's going to be in February, the end of February. And where's it going to be in March and April with all these new things, the social network ecosystem, the CEX and the DEX, more countries signed in Africa, Middle East. If they sign Egypt, it's going to be a major party, because it's 100 million people in Egypt. A digital big solution for Egypt done by Apollo and the ADF group. Huge, folks. So these are all the things in your future for Apollo. Huge. So a lot of people aren't sleeping that have Apollo. I can't blame you. I really can't. There's just so much coming. It's just going to be amazing. Everybody. I'll say that one more time. Amazing. 9:15 p.m. 1/28/2020. Where will you be a month from now? And I think it's going to be a major party.